CNBC-TV18.com presents Short Story, Big Impact, in partnership with YouTube Shorts.
Hello and welcome to CNBC-TV18.com presents Short Story, Big Impact, a part of YouTube Shorts Get More with Shorts campaign. And I'm Ruchira Sharma. In this exclusive series, we will shine the spotlight on new age homegrown brands that are redefining the way businesses connect with their audiences. These trailblazing brands have seamlessly incorporated YouTube Shorts into their marketing mix by tapping into its immense potential to create engaging bite-sized content that resonates with one and all. Today, we delve into the journey of one such innovative brand, that is True Elements, as it harnesses the power of YouTube Shorts to expand its reach, foster stronger connections, and also make a lasting impact in a constantly changing digital world. So let's begin. I have with me Mr. Akhil Menon, AVP Brand and Growth, True Elements. So thank you for being here with us, Akhil. It's great to have you here with us.
Thank you so much for having me here.
All right, so let me begin by asking you, True Elements as a brand is integrated into a consumer's entire day, so there's something for breakfast, there's something for your mid-meal cravings, there's something for your lunch and then your snacks. So how does this really come through in the way you communicate on YouTube and the way you tell your brand story?
So primarily, we've always used the short content, right, to ensure that we are always on in terms of having our content in the right place at the right time. So when someone searches for us or someone searches for healthy breakfast or healthy snacks that they can have through the day, and YouTube, as we all know, has got a very high search intent, right?
Yes.
So we all go there to learn something, to identify a new recipe, to identify what's good for us in terms of diet, in terms of habits. And that is where we discovered that, hey, there exists this platform that's perfect for us because we don't have to invest in a lot of production. At the same time, our competition too is not there, right, as active as we are.
All
So
right.
we have an opportunity to capitalize, to place ourselves in place where our consumers are actually there.
Sure.
At the same time, build content that's very close to the brand. And it is more that, we can keep building content over and over and over without actually, or rather, giving more relatable piece of content. So we have either we make a relatable content, right, which is more identifying what happens when you eat a good breakfast, right, or something as utilitarian as hey, here is a good recipe, like, or what's the difference between chia seeds and basil seeds, right? Like, we
Yeah,
know
some basic questions that
basic
people
questions,
want to
right?
know.
And we identify these analytics from YouTube itself, right? We identify what the audience is searching, and that helps us building a content, and that kind of impact the business later.
Great. So thank you for sharing those insights. That brings me to my next question. What inspired True Elements to integrate YouTube Shorts into its marketing mix? Was it the need to, connect with the audience or showcase your products or something else?
So again, we started building short content probably about a year back, and at that time it was more about, hey, there is a new platform that has come in, and we do find our audiences on those platforms, right? I mean,
So
YouTube is,
health conscious individuals
yes, right.
primarily.
Like all of us, when we want to have anything healthy, we would first thing we would do is, okay, what is it that we can make healthy, right? Like, it could be a chila, a simple chila but made of oats, right? That's where everybody goes. Or something as simple as how do we use chia seeds in our daily life, right? We found that there exists this audience. They're coming there. They're making they're making these requests to YouTube. The search engine is showing what the search engine is showing, and that's where we felt that, okay, there is this space that we can occupy, right? At the same time, while most of our peers and the larger competitor brands are focusing on building bigger campaigns, Shorts gave us an opportunity to do multiple smaller campaigns almost every day, right? So if that makes sense, that we have opportunity to use a recipe to build something around a category, something, a product, right? So
Yes,
that,
pun intended.
yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
All
so
right. So, how do you at True Elements measure the success of these YouTube short campaigns? And could you share the metrics that you use? Have they really helped you create an impact, build deeper connections, or maybe reach out to a larger audience?
I mean, as with the obvious metrics like reach and engagement are for sure there. I mean, that gives us the basis that, okay, the platform can, we need to be more aggressive on the platform, invest more on the platform. So that's for sure. But more importantly, is our content really good enough? Is it really serving a purpose for people who are searching, right? Like, is the average view duration increasing by the video? Are more people swiping up, or are more people, you know, watching my
Scrolling
content?
through.
Yeah, exactly. Like am I asking? So today, as it stand, about I'm at a 70%, a decent duration, that about 25-second duration, 70% people who watch it, 30% swipe up, right? So which is decent for a brand of my size right now, but clearly we are not there yet. We still have a
Getting
long,
there.
yeah.
All right. So, can you tell us how have you been leveraging YouTube Shorts, and how does it align with your broader marketing goals? How is it enabling you to maybe drive conversions and showcase more products, or actually drive your sales?
So Ruchira, it's more, we have not yet used Shorts as a paid media for now, right? But for sure, we have used it as an organic media that will help us drive the reach and engagement. But more importantly, what's beautiful about YouTube Shorts is it reaches out to a wider audience, right? I mean, and it comes from a place of intrigue rather than just just let's mindlessly scroll, right? And it's, if you're searching for healthy recipe, right, that gives me an opportunity to present a recipe in front of you in less than 60 seconds also, which is targeted to the search that people are doing. uh, and other important part is that more and more people are now questioning us, right? Like, for example, we just made a short like a few months back, and we just said that what all are not good breakfast and what are good breakfast. Needless to say, we got thrashed a little bit, but I think it's part of the journey.
Yes.
But that also
It's a
means that,
learning each
yeah,
time. It's a new
but
learning.
also means that our consumers are engaging with us. Like, they are saying, hey, no, this is also there's also a good healthy breakfast. You can't just really write it off. So that's a brilliant learning for us. And finally, I mean, we also use that as a place where we could understand more about our consumers. There's the classic consumer insight piece. For us, this is a great platform to do social listening, and we do listen from our content, our in general creators' content. We keep listening, and that actually funnels it into the commercial part. So we would like how we have our R&D and kitchen in the back end, right, where we test new recipes, that test product. YouTube Shorts gives us a platform to build more content. Like, it's like a lab of sorts. Try this concept out, try this message
Just the
out.
way you try your recipes.
Yeah, try this out. If it works, we'll put it on our product comms, e-commerce, etc. So that's it.
So, tell us, as you've been doing this and experimenting with YouTube Shorts, have these campaigns met your expectations, or have they surpassed your expectations?
I mean, when we started, right, we didn't really have a lot of expectations, right, to begin with. Like, we had like, okay, there exists this platform. It's by YouTube. We are getting a chance to make short form content, everything produced in house, with our people, with our team in house, with our NPD teams, with our influencers, everything. We have a chance to make it big. Let's make it big, right? Like, that's where it all started. From there on, when we started picking up audiences, where when we started becoming more relevant, the content started becoming more relevant. It was a journey. It took us a while to understand, okay, how should we build it, what works on the platform, and yeah, right. Like, it didn't happen immediately. We still have a learning curve to probably master it. But one place for sure is when our consumers interact with us, right? Like, a simple thing, right? Like how flax seeds, right? Great for our health, right? But flax seeds is also something that a lot of people, yeah, I mean, it's big when it comes to beauty, right? Like,
Yes.
apparently that's a
Skin and hair,
yes,
yes,
skin and
yes.
hair, right? So a simple change in flax being called as alsi, which is the Hindi word for flax, that really helped us reach out to
Connect
more
with a
audience, yeah,
larger
reach out to more
audience.
audience, right? And also Shorts, one would assume that, hey, we are a digital brand, right? Most of our consumers and audiences would be the top metros, right? Shorts tells us otherwise, right? Of course, there is a top metros, but immediately after the top 4 5 metros, right, comes the Jaipur, comes the Lucknow, comes the Bhubaneswar, right? That's where we get our audiences. So
The tier 2 cities,
yes, so
yes.
clearly there is a big,
A lot more
yes,
happening
there's a
there.
lot more happening. There's a lot of questions, a lot of problems to be solved yet. We have not
And
even
they're all
reached there.
engaging through these
Exactly,
short form
exactly. So
platforms. All right.
exactly.
Great. So, given your focus on storytelling, as you just mentioned, and of course, transparency, how has audience engagement been vis-a-vis your long form content? Has YouTube Shorts resonated more with your audience? Has it helped you more?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it did, because when it comes to building a long form content, the process is slightly longer. Like, from a marketing standpoint, it helps, right? Especially because we are a smaller digital first challenger brand. For us, we have to try and probably fail fast, right?
Yes.
So when it comes to that, YouTube really helps us, right? Shorts really helps us because we can just put out a content, see if it works. If it doesn't, pull it back. Right? It's okay. At least what is the worst that will happen, right? But if it works, that might give us a product idea, that might give us a commercial innovation, that might give us a message.
Then you can build up on
yes,
it.
yes, and just a simple thing, right? Like there are these 4 seeds combo, which is pumpkin, sunflower, sesame, and I think flax, if I'm not wrong.
Flax seeds, yeah.
Right? So these are used for
The
seed
trail
cycling.
mix.
So these are used for seed cycling. Seed cycling as a concept for
Yes.
menstrual health and
Of course.
general women's health. Something that we discovered is when we put out this video, the queries that came in, right? Okay, how should we have it? When should we have it? What is the
How
typical
should you
cycle?
time it? Yes.
Exactly, right? So these questions actually made us realize that, okay, there exists this audience, there exists a lot of queries around this. So it's not just a content piece, it's now can have a
whole narrative around
yes,
it.
a whole narrative around it, along with product, along with solution that is actually going to help people and not just, make a entertaining piece of content.
So you feel at the end of the day that short form content is definitely more successful, and more engaging, more compelling.
As an audience, we're getting more impatient by the day, right? We need our deliveries happening within 10 minutes, right? Similarly, we want our knowledge also, or a recipe, we have to close it in 60 seconds so that I can go back and try, right? The most critical need for a recipe is just before making it, right? It's not, thinking about it, okay, tomorrow we'll make something, right? Definitely. So when that's the case, a 60-second, video, a short form video helps someone make a perfectly nice, healthy breakfast. I think that's where everyone's going there.
Great. Thank you so much for taking us through your journey. And clearly, you at True Elements have leveraged YouTube Shorts to create compelling and engaging bite-sized content, because I think that's what the audience needs.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to the end of this episode of Short Story Big Impact. Today, we've explored how True Elements leverages YouTube Shorts to craft versatile campaigns that resonate with health-conscious audiences, boost engagement, and also drive conversions. On that note, it's a wrap from us. Thank you all for watching.
CNBC-TV18.com presents Short Story Big Impact in partnership with YouTube Shorts.